with more great NWA action right after this. So Regulator Norris going up against Big John Hart. And little did Tony Norris know that he had one more surprise in store for him at the end of this match. Norris has it again, comes up again.
He nailed him good with it that time.
Now John Hart in big trouble. Tony Norris with the axe handle. Winds it around the corner, across the back. Tony Norris survived John Hart's best shot. And now Tony Norris, the first man to use the object, headbutts Norris. Norris goes crashing to the canvas.
I think John Hart is in trouble, and I think I see some blood coming from his head.
John Hart is busted open. And Tony Norris, I thought he was going to go for another headbutt. Instead, John Hart gets clobbered with a clothesline. Norris with the cover, 2.
Barely kicked out, just barely.
You know, I think it goes back to how much punishment was dealt out earlier that Tony Norris couldn't quite get everything into that clothesline or that body press.
He's going to give it another shot.
Boy, he got everything into that cowbell though, didn't he? A cover again by Norris. John Hart. How does he kick out, Red?
John Hart, he looks to me like he's on the receiving end. And he better do something quick if he's going to get it done, because he's not going to be able to hang on much longer.
Oh. Huge clothesline by Tony the Regulator Norris. Oh my! Norris covers him. I don't believe. How did he get out?
He kicked out.
Reaching over for the bell. How did he get out of it?
Just barely made it. Just for the nick of the time.
That's early. Hard. I think it was a desperation move. Slams him to the mat. What kind of athlete is John Hart?
Well, John Hart,
keep going.
If he can get going now, because Tony's down a little bit now. If he can gather something, reach down that reserve tank and gather some strength, he might get a go of it.
Big John Hart with the boot to the side of the head of Tony the Regulator Norris. Now he's just trying to kick him into submission, Red. Tony Norris sent him to the ropes. John Hart. This time it's Hart that sets early. Norris drives that big forearm across his back. Both men have absorbed incredible punishment. Norris with the back suplex. Norris rides him through. Norris picks him up. A second belly to back. Norris rides him through again. 3 consecutive belly to back suplexes. That's gotta be all right.
Oh, that's gotta be it. He just gotta be able to get up and roll him over and pin him. Take the count.
But Tony Norris, there's a shot at Sam Houston. Sam Houston keeping an eye on General Skandar Akbar to keep Akbar from interfering. That's Tony Norris's insurance policy. Double underhook.
Oh, man.
Into the power bomb. Now that's gotta be it. The only thing is, though, I think that took as much out of Tony Norris as it did John Hart.
It looks like that, but if Tony Norris can get up and cover him, he's got a pin.
That's a big if. The punishment that both men have received has taken its toll. Now the Regulator off the ropes. Tries to dive with the elbow. Hart barely able to roll out of the way.
Hawk is still bleeding from the head. Someplace on his head.
What kind of athletes are these that can absorb this much punishment and not only not lose the match, but keep fighting? Norris trying to shake the cobwebs loose. Hart in the corner. Norris from behind, the big clothesline into the back. Pulls up block from behind and finally gets a pin. Tony the Regulator Norris, after an incredible battle, has beaten Big John Hart in the 4 corners of doom match. Houston up on the apron to keep General Skandar Akbar. Now Sam Houston, he's got an object for Norris. He throws it to Hart. Hart clobbers Norris with a pipe. Sam Houston runs back to the dressing room. Red, he threw the object to Hart.
What did he do that for? I don't understand that.
I thought Tony Norris had Sam Houston out to keep an eye on Akbar. Now the Billy Club into the head. Akbar trying to untie the axe handle.
Tony Norris is now bleeding.
I don't understand. Sam Houston was supposed to keep an eye out on Akbar.
Well, I don't understand it either. Now John Hawk is pummeling Tony Norris.
Akbar threw the object to Hawk. This is completely unsanctioned. It's after the match. Tony Norris is at Akbar and Hawk's mercy. Again, the Billy Club into the midsection across the back of the head. Tony Norris had someone out here, Sam Houston, to watch his back. They're beating Tony Norris senseless. Tony Norris is down. He won the match, but he has absorbed incredible punishment. Norris back in the ring. Clothesline sends Hart reeling. Norris dives at Akbar. Akbar gets through the ropes.
Akbar doesn't want anything to do with Tony Norris if Norris is on his feet. I can tell you that.
What an incredible turn of events. What's going through Sam Houston's mind? What is going through Sam Houston's mind? We'll be back with more NWA Wrestling after this. NWA Championship Wrestling coming to Bowie, Texas, 7:30 p.m. Tuesday night, May the 23rd at the Rodeo Arena. It is sponsored by Dare, and that night you're going to be seeing all the stars of the NWA. General Skandar Akbar will be bringing Big John Hawk to Bowie to challenge Greg the Hammer Valentine. It's going to be Black Bart against Sam Houston that night. And Sam, you and I have known each other for quite some time. And you always told me that you would never align yourself with someone like General Skandar Akbar and Big John Hawk.
Well, let me tell you something. First of all, I don't have to explain my actions of what I do to anybody. My mom lives in Louisiana. My dad lives in North Texas. They take care of me. I take care of myself. I'm going to tell you something, folks. All I want is a title shot, a shot at the rock and roll. And if getting Big John Hawkins, General Skandar Akbar in my corner to give me that title shot, well, that's great because I'm still one of the most popular guys in the NWA.
You got it, Sam Houston. You didn't need an explanation after all, did you? Big John, tell me what you're going to do to the hammer.
Bowie, take this, get ready for a moment you see very rarely, maybe once in a lifetime. Greg Valentine, bring all the experience you got, bring all the guts you got. When I lost that NWA belt, I lost part of my soul, Greg. And I'm going to bring this to you. I'm going to bring the fact of my life to you, Valentine. The belts I've held all over the world compare nothing to the NWA belt. I'm going to win it back in Bowie, and I'm going to give a lesson to the world of professional wrestling that I am the future of professional wrestling.
What really caused the dinosaurs to become extinct?